We are here today at Snap Fitness with author Donna Villani. And my first question for you, Donna, is how long have you been an author for?
My writing experiences started back in 1989 after the death of my father. The book is really not about him. It's called The Capture of Art, and it took about 20 years to write it, and it started out in a dream, and that's about it. That's how it began.
And what are some other inspirations that you've gotten like throughout the years for your writing?
A lot of times when I go out in public, just a smile or somebody, might wink at me, or you can get different ideas about how to write. And even my brothers and sisters say, am I in the book? And I'll go, well, maybe with a little smile, like a little baby smile or something like that. That's how and dreams, a lot of dreams. My first and last one, the last one, The Portal, was also a dream.
And what defines your writing style and approach?
It's adult fiction, my genre, and romance novels. Most, if you say westerns, the guys like westerns. So my last one, The Portal, is a western.
That's cool.
It's a futuristic western, so something has to happen in the world.
And then Donna, what books have you written so far?
My first book, well, like I said before, was The Capture of Art, right after my dad passed away. And then there's a sequel to that one, which is Return to Red Winds. Then I wrote a science fiction one, which is about cloning, called Soulmate. And then I have another dream one that was The Portal, which is a futuristic western.
It's awesome.
And so it has to do with, there's something that happens in the world, and it goes back to the days of the Old West, where you have wagon trains and horses, and you have to make your own fire, but there's a little bit of technology around if you know how to use it.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
And then that's all the questions I have. Is there anything you'd like to say about the books you've written or the upcoming Show Me Artist event?
Well, the Show Me Artist event is going to be February 10th here at Snap Fitness. We're looking forward to seeing everyone. We're going to have snacks and gifts, and for your loved ones, we can buy my books, or we're going to have TJ Muir. She's going to have her photography, and Jennifer Ripley's going to have her organic designs, and I'm going to have all of my books. They're all available on Amazon if you would like to check them out. I'd be happy to personalize anything that you would have. So how's that?
That sounds good. Hey, it was good talking to you, Donna.
You too, Wyatt. I enjoyed that.
We're here today at Snap Fitness with photographer Terry Muir. And Terry, how long have you been doing photography for?
I've been doing photography since I was 5 years old. My dad came back from World War II, and he was a war photographer, and he let me play with his camera. And when he developed the film, he seen pictures that he said was really, really good, and that I should keep doing it, and I've been doing it ever since.
Terry, what settings do you prefer to shoot in?
Outdoor settings, mainly outdoor settings. Sports are good for outdoors. All the nature, hiking and jogging and kayaking and all kinds of stuff you can take pictures doing in the woods, always in the woods, and always just around my house. Mostly everything is right around our house. We live in Bourbon, Missouri. I raise orchids and African violets and all kinds of flowers, and I'm always taking pictures.
That's cool. And then to shoot these top-notch photos, what tools do you prefer to use for them?
I like a very good camera. I like composition. I like good weather. Of course, a lot of times it's not good weather, but then you can really make up a good picture with not good weather also.
Can you think off the top of your head, was there any moment when you were shooting and you noticed there was a challenge in the shot, or in a setting that you were in, and what did you do to overcome that challenge?
Well, I was driving down the highway in Colorado, and we came upon a church that was down in a gully. And I told my husband, stop, I have to take this picture. And I jumped out of the car with my camera and ran over, and it was down an embankment. And when I got down to the embankment, I tripped over the wire, and I fell and tumbled all the way down to the bottom. I held onto my camera, and I was dizzy, and I raised up and I took the picture, and it was the exact most beautiful picture of the church you ever saw.
That's awesome.
I did not lose my thought about getting that picture.
And then, is there anything else you would like to say about your work, or maybe the upcoming Show Me Artist event?
Me and Jennifer and Donna are all going to show our art and our wares that we have, and it's going to be a great Valentine's Day celebration on top of that.
Well, awesome. I'm excited to see what the turnout will be and see everyone's beautiful artwork.
Thank you.
We are here today at Snap Fitness with Jennifer Ripley. And Jennifer, what is the name of your business?
It is Orgon Pure.
And I know you make like Orgonites, and what do they do?
Well, Orgonite, I have combined the fact that it's a functional product, which I'll explain in a second, with the fact that I'm making it art as well, so it's functional art. And what Orgonite does is it attracts the negative energy that's put off by your devices like cell phones, Wi-Fi, power lines, smart meters, computers, and more. It attracts that negative energy, which is in the form of EMFs, electromagnetic frequency. And it restructures it and kicks it out as a positive healing energy, Orgon energy.
Wow, that's awesome. And like, what feedback have you guys gotten from the user of these Orgonites?
Oh my gosh, I've gotten so much positive feedback back. It's really quite astonishing how many people this is helping. And, from arthritis pains to insomnia, nightmares, because
wow.
it does help with vivid dreams and, an overall sense of well-being and calmness, stillness.
And like, were there like any experiences or like any inspiration that really got you into like this Orgonite business?
Well, I started out, looking into crystals because, that's like nature's gems, the earth's precious jewelry in a sense. And that just led me to other Orgonite makers. And I really started researching it. And my mentor, David Moldor, he lives out in Santa Rosa, California. He taught me a lot of things I knew because Orgonite is a combination of epoxy resin, metals, and crystals. You can also use polyresin, but that's a little bit more toxic to work with. And in a certain ratio, which Wilhelm Reich back in the 40s discovered, it has to be 50% organic and 50% inorganic. And, you could do 40-60. There's a little bit of leeway there. But, you put it together in such a way that it attracts that negative energy that's put off by these devices, and it transmutes the energy into a positive healing energy. And the quartz crystal that is in every piece, it's under piezoelectric effect. It creates piezoelectric effect, I should say, because quartz under constant pressure emits energy. That's why they use it in watches, electronics, and things of that nature. So every piece has to have quartz in it. It can have other crystals in it as well, like amethyst and rose quartz, whatever you want. And it's good for aesthetics, but it's also good for the metaphysical properties of that crystal. It changes the vibration of the energy as it's going through it. Citrine is more of an energetic crystal as opposed to, amethyst, which is more of a calming crystal.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then is there anything else you'd like to say about Orgon Pure and like the upcoming Show Me Artist event?
I will be there and I will have plenty of Orgonite for sale. And
awesome.
I make it to where it can fit any budget, smaller pieces to larger pieces. Some is better than none. However, in the day that we're living in now with all the technology, all the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and all that stuff, that puts off that negative energy and also electromagnetic radiation, which is very damaging to the body and brain. So the more you have, the more it's going to clean up the energy around you, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, it was awesome talking to you, Jennifer.
Thank you.